All right, Math 114 students, good job. You now have access to the textbook. So in this video, what I'd like to do is go to the Mymathlab site and just kind of walk you around, let you know which buttons are important, which ones aren't, and just to get a feel for what you're going to be seeing when you get there. So let me share my screen. And what you're looking at is our course homepage. There is a link over here to the left to Mymathlab. So when you press on that link, you're going to be asked to open in a new tab. And you're going to sign in. Okay, sign in. And what you should see your courses. Now I've got a lot of courses going on, so let me go ahead and go to our course, our 114 class. Okay, and you're looking at my view at the moment, so let me go to your view. Okay, so this is what you should be seeing as a student. What you're going to be probably seeing is a 2-week outlay of what's going on, right? You usually see some assignments that are due. They'll be coming up when things get started shortly. But what I would ask you to do when you're new to it is there's in the Welcome My Math Lab, there's a browser check. Click on that really quick, and it's going to tell you whether your current versions and plugins are all good to go. So they're basically telling me my checkup is complete. I'm good to go. So you might want to check that before you do anything beyond that. The next thing you're going to want to do is over here to the left, there's a whole bunch of keys. To be honest with you, I find a lot of these things are useless in terms of my side, but I can't get rid of them. So what I like to do is just show you the ones that are most important. And of course, what you're currently on is the course home. All right, so there's one important key. When you want to access an assignment, right, you'll either see it in the screen here, right, or you can just go to assignments, and it basically lists them all there for you. So currently what you're looking at is a Mymathlab Orientation. I highly recommend that you do that. It's going to walk you through some of the interface with regard to Mymathlab, how to enter things, how to check things. So please do the Mymathlab Orientation first. But you do see that there's essentially 5 sections of review where you're going over your number system: fraction review, your real number system, adding real numbers, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. So I'm going to assume let's just for the sake of argument, let's say I've done the orientation already, so I'm ready to go start doing some homework. So I'll go to the fraction review, and there's all the questions. All right, so you can start linearly, you can jump around. Let me just jump to question 6. Okay, and let me make that a little bigger. So question 6, right, is essentially asking me to determine whether 13 is a prime, a composite, or neither. Again, by definition, a prime number is a number that only has factors of 1 in itself, and 13 satisfies that condition. So the right answer, right, would be prime. I check that, go to a final check, all right, and it tells me I'm well done, and it just basically goes to the next question. So again, it's a very similar question. Let me go ahead and jump around a little bit. Oops, similar question. All right, and so now what they want me to do is find all the factors of 50. So what numbers can be multiplied to come up with 50? So 1 times 50, 2 times 25, 5 times 10, etc. If you're struggling with something and getting answers, down on the bottom, there's several keys opened up to you. There's a help me solve this that will actually kind of walk you through the thought process. All right, and it's kind of interactive because you kind of have to you know, they're asking, here's one factorization, are there others? I'm going to say yes. So it kind of coaches me along as it kind of shows me what to do here. All right. And, 2 times what, that's 25. So the self-help actually is not getting the problem done, just kind of walking me through how to do the problem. So let me check out of there. If you want to view another example just to practice before you actually do the problem itself, they're asking me to do the factors of 20, so I can come here and, 1 in itself. So they got 20 times that. And then we've got 2 times 10, 4 times 5, and there's no other factorizations. So what you're looking at here is basically the answer. Those 6 numbers, 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20 are your factors, all right? And that's basically what you'd be putting in as your answer as it's showing you. So that's basically viewing an example. It's not as interactive as the help solve me this. And then if that's not working, there's actually the get help. Some problems actually have a video explanation. These videos are different than the videos you watched in in my Canvas lessons. These are made by Pearson. So it's just another angle at how to approach the problem. So you can watch somebody. You can actually go to the proper textbook. If you have press textbook, it'll send me to the section number where that's happening. Or you can basically ask my instructor. If you ask my instructor, what it does is it sends me an email with the problem that you're stuck on. You can give me a little bit of a comment of where you're at, and then it emails it to me and I can respond in kind. Or like I said, what I'll probably do if there's enough questions, I'll just bring those questions up so in class meetings so we can talk about it and you can get the help you need and everybody gets the help. So a lot of things open to you if you're struggling with a problem. So what I'm going to do, how about 1 through 98? I know 1 and 2 and 4. Just 4 going on. Right. Let's just say 1 and 2 for a moment. I know this is wrong. There's more to this, and it's telling me that I'm incorrect. All right. And it actually tells me what the answer is. All right. And so I can put that in there. So it'll actually tell you when you're wrong, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So let me go ahead and go out of this. I'm going to leave. Okay, and you'll notice what happened is in this particular section, the question that I got right has a nice check mark, and the question I got wrong has an X. Okay, so that's basically telling me what my progress is at the moment. Essentially, what I've given you guys is 5 opportunities to get a question right. So if you wanted to step away from question 10, take a break, go get some help, and then come back and redo it, then again, you just press assignments, get to the question 10, and then you can redo it. And like I said, right now, since I've got it wrong once, I have 4 more attempts to get it right. All right, but I'll let you guys kind of experiment with that. So course home again, right? That gives you the general overview, all right? And oops, I want to be in the student view, all right? So there's your course home. The assignment button, which gives you to the assignments that are currently due or past due, all right? And then the other key that you're going to want to do is the student gradebook. When you press on the student gradebook, what it does is it gives you a running calculation of how much homework you've completed. So right now, based off of the homework that's assigned, I've completed 2.56%. As per the syllabus, as I mentioned, what I'm going to do is take that percent, multiply it by 400 to get your homework grade for the semester. So obviously I've only done one problem right, so it's pretty lame if you would. But as I do more homework and get more things done, that percent will go up, hence my homework score will go up. I will always update your homework score every Friday mornings. Okay, so it'll change week to week to week, but you can kind of keep a running tally on that. If you want access to the textbook, right? You can do 2 things. There's the mobile accessibility or the e-text that mirrors your book. So perhaps you want to go read the text itself. All right, you would just press the e-text like I did there. And what it basically does is gives you a snapshot of my internet's slow again of the textbook. All right, so we were studying fractions. So I go to the table of contents. Sorry, we were in chapter 1 and we were working on 1.3. All right, so we were working on fractions. So perhaps you want to do a little bit of reading on your own, and that's how you would basically do that. So it's kind of breaking down what types of numbers we are. There's a example number 1 is listing the factors of 18. So that kind of mimics the problem we were just on and kind of shows you the way. So if you ever want access to the textbook, that's how you would get that done. All right, so let me go ahead and go back to the home. Oops. Oh, I know. Gonna close that, come back here. There we go. So let's go back to the main menu. And again, we're back at the course home. All right, let me go to the student view since it's giving me mine. So those are basically the 4 keys that you will be using. All the other ones, the study plan, the video resource, communication tools, all that other stuff. I've never had a use for it, but feel free to explore. But again, as a real quick summary, course home is where you will, usually open things up. To find an assignment, there's two places. You either find it from the page here or just click assignments, and you can go to any assignment that you want. Student Gradebook keeps the running tally of how much homework you've completed. And then the e-text gives you access to the physical copy of the textbook on your computer. All right, so there's the buttons that you'll be pressing. One last thing I'll mention before I sign off is unlike the guided notes that are due every month, every Monday night at midnight, the homework mimics that deadline. But whereas the Canvas guided notes have a hard deadline, don't be late, get them in, right? The Mymathlab homework is a soft deadline, meaning that even if you didn't finish the homework by Monday night at midnight, you can always go back and improve your score. All right, so you have basically the whole semester to continue to raise your homework score, because I know you guys get a little busy, things get a little crazy sometimes, and you can't finish notes and your homework all at once. So that's why I'm kind of a little bit more lenient on the homework. But just make sure you're getting that homework done before test, because I use your homework score to basically try to give you at least up to 5 points of extra credit on every test that we take. All right, so that was a little lengthy, but hopefully informative. I will see you guys in some videos coming soon, but start getting on that review homework because our first test is coming up really soon. All right, let's continue to have a good time together. I'll talk with you later.